Well, hello folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the Avon Park Aero Models Club. Going to do our last fly of the evening. We're going to be picking up the Aero SKYCRUISER. Do a little bit of fun, do a little bit of light, a little bit of flying tutorial, a little bit. All right, motor's on. We are in the manual mode, which means no kind of gyro or stabilization of any type. I'm going to take her out. There's no wind right now, so I will be using flaps. My rates are 100% throws over 30% expo. All right, I'm going to put deploy takeoff flaps. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move to the optimized mode, which is the same thing as optimized, same thing as AS3X. We're going to take off. Staying on the center line, giving her gentle pressure on the elevator, and she'll lift right off. Flaps back up.
Flaps up.
I'm going to try to keep her in close. Just a nice Sunday flyer. A little bit of down elevator needed. She is formerly known as the FMS Skytrainer 182. With a knife edge here. All right, we're gonna do a landing now. This is what I love to do. Go down here. I'm going to employ landing flaps. She gently rises enough, just a little bit on me, so that's okay. Not enough for me to worry about a mix. Line it up with my center line, out of the throttle. Now I'm back into the throttle just a touch. Bring her in nice and level. Back pressure. Let's try that again. Now see, I'm trying to show you what to do, and that's when I mess up. All right, this is why you practice, folks. And this is the perfect plane to land, to practice tricycle landing. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do no flaps this time, okay? No flaps, no flaps. Line up my center line, okay? A little bit of back pressure, there. Touch and goes are a great way to practice your landings, and they're just fun to do. All right, let's try it again.
Landing flaps.
We're going to use flaps this time. I just want to see how she feels. You know, that's my excuse I'm going with this time. All right, get her turn. Okay. Line up with the runway. Got my flaps in. Center line, center line. All right, we're gonna have, maybe Fat Guy's having a problem now.
Landing flaps.
I think I need a little more throttle.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
I have no wind at all right now. None. There we go. That's what you hold it off as long as you can and let them mains touch first. All right, we're going to save battery and take off from down there, staying on that center line. Pressure on the throttle, pressure on the elevator.
Flaps up.
That's back pressure, pulling up on the elevator. Okay.
Landing flaps.
Okay. All right. Don't be afraid. If you have bouncy landings, go around, do it again. Stay at it. And one thing you notice, when you bounce like that, give a little throttle, fly back out if you want to.
Take off flaps.
Okay, but I had enough momentum, I was able to recover from it. All right, flaps are up.
Landing flaps.
You know what? We are going to do a no flap land this time. A little further out. Kill my airspeed. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now,
Landing flaps.
do the same thing with
Time
landing
remaining 2
flaps.
minutes.
The main point I want to make with this is that you bring it in, you kind of hold off touching down as long as you can, okay? But enough speed where you don't stall. And you want them back mains to touch first, then let the nose settle in. See, just like that.
Take flaps up.
Let's do that again.
Landing flaps.
And just keep at it. Your first, if you haven't, especially if you haven't flown a plane in a while, take your first couple of flights, bring out 4 or 5 batteries for that plane, and dedicate your first 2 batteries just to taking off and landing, taking off and landing. Get totally used to that plane.
Flaps up. Landing flaps.
This is only the second time I've flown this plane in probably, I don't know, month, maybe, since I first got it.
Time
Month and a half,
remaining
maybe.
1 minute.
Boy, the gnats are terrible, crawling in my ears. I'm just leaving them flaps down. That landing light really helps. Oh, see, now that was an example of a bad bounce, and I didn't have no momentum to recover. So I immediately put the flaps up and gave her throttle. All right. See, that guy makes mistakes too, all the time.
20 seconds.
There are so many variables in landing a plane. Wind speed, weight of the battery, air density, and that's a whole myriad of factors by itself. So just practice, practice, practice. And then you'll come in and grease them like that.
Timer expired.
All right, I know, time's expired. But I'm having fun, even with these gnats. All right. She's a very light plane, so she's not really being all that hard on the battery. You probably could set your timer for 7.5 minutes easy. As long as you know, are easy on it like I'm being easy on mine right now. Practice, practice, practice.
Flaps up.
All right, I can give them better than that, but I don't want to push the battery. I'm already a minute over. So, good flying plane though.
Top secured.
All right, minute over on a 5-minute timer. So 6 minutes. Battery is underneath. So you gotta turn it, and that's why I don't put the antennas on, because you have to, she's a bottom feeder, so you gotta turn her upside down, lay her down to get the battery out. Well, them decorative antennas are gonna break off every time you put your battery in, so why have it in there? All right. Battery had 47% left, so really, yeah, seven and a half minutes with mixed flying. 7 minutes if you're going to fly her, you know, kind of full speed, but never fly a plane like this full speed all the time. You know, give it, let it fly around gentle, like a lazy Sunday flyer, because that's what it's meant to do. This is a cruising plane. I mean, it is a SKYCRUISER after all. But that is the IX-14 I'm flying her on. That is the Arrows SKYCRUISER, formerly known as the FMS SkyTrainer 182. And that is a great flying plane. And this is Fat Guy Flies RC. Hobby Zone, thank you so much for sending the plane out to me for a review. It is a fabulous plane. I absolutely love it. It's a great flying plane. But the FMS SkyTrainer 182 was a great plane. And I had 2 of them, so this this makes my 3rd. So got suspension in the front, runs on a 2200 up to maybe you might even be able to fit a Brickstall 3000 in there, but I think it should be a bit pickish. 2200, I got 2700 in there. You put a 2200, you get 5.5 minutes. 2700, you might get 7.5, you know, just depending on how you fly. She got 4 lights on her, the landing, navigation, and blinker on the rudder back here. But folks, thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC saying thank you so much for being the best viewers in the world. God bless y'all. God is good. Don't forget, stay family and friends. And the SkyTrainers from Arrows. Bye-bye. Or SKYCRUISERs from Arrows. Bye-bye.